In this report, I'll discuss the best 5 online businesses to retire early. Do your retirement plans include geographical freedom? My name is Dan, and I quit my job 14 years ago. I just travel the world now. The beautiful woman in the photos with me is Chung. I met Chung in Malaysia 5 years ago. I will show videos of Chung and I traveling the world together as I explain how my information business or hobby business pays for our world travels during my early retirement. Why am I showing you travel videos as I talk about the 5 best online businesses to retire early? It's my way of showing you that online business like mine can provide geographical freedom. I was able to retire early and travel the world freely. Why are these businesses best for online early retirement? Because you will not need an office. You will not need employees. You'll not need physical inventory. You'll not need investors. There's no shipping or receiving. There's no products to sell or buy, the physical products that is. There's no import or export laws and no tariffs. People just download your information. In this video, I show you 5 example businesses you can start. I will then suggest using your favorite hobby as your information business. Your excitement will help carry through the early stages, so you are more likely to continue until you're profitable if you pick your favorite hobby. In previous reports, I explained how the information business is one of the fastest growing businesses. Other reports I've shown in the past share under the hood so you can see how the business works. Link provided for that also. Well, the industry I discussed in those reports has accelerated over the last year because of the pandemic. I'm not talking about internet millionaires and billionaires right now making more money. I'm talking about regular people like you and me. Why are some people making more money online since the pandemic started? Because online business is safer during a pandemic. People prefer trusted online businesses. Many people are not comfortable dealing face-to-face yet. I'm talking about regular people like you and me that just need to make a few hundred or a few $1,000s more per month. Many people are retiring early and are looking for ways to supplement their income. People have enjoyed the freedom of working from home and they don't want to go back to work. People never really wanted to have a boss. Many people always wanted to have their own little business. People want to be in charge of their own life. So personal freedom is appreciated more now than ever. More people have begun to realize that personal freedom and quality of life just feels better than having more things around them. Being smarter, consuming less, and retiring early allows more energy in your golden years and might provide more net joy to your life. Many people are also like to keep their mind occupied in retirement. One way to do this is to start a side business that slowly builds. Then they'll be able to keep their mind fresh during retirement and maybe even retire early if their hobby income exceeds their cost of living. Some people are like me. They like to travel around the world and live in countries with a lower cost of living. They might retire even earlier if they don't need as much cash flow from their retirement business because of lower living costs. Freedom comes earlier for some people. In this report, I'll share 5 examples of online retirement businesses, but after hearing about the 5, you'll probably think of something that's more right for you, one that fits your personality and life. This is not a one-size-fits-all idea. What you love most matters. All 5 of my examples are information businesses. Knowledge is the currency of the new economy, and you likely have some knowledge in you right now that you may not recognize. Other people might be delighted to learn what you love. Your experience could help them. How could I know this about you? Because YouTube data tells me that the average viewer of my channel is older, between 35 and 65 years old. If YouTube is right, life has presented you with hundreds of problems that you've overcome. Your most valuable asset is experience. So you know something that people are searching for online. Formal education still has a place, but theory is generally not as immediately useful or valuable online as practical knowledge. People get impatient and they Google exact problems right now they need to solve. If you're able to share ideas to solve problems quickly, cheaply, and permanently, and you title the problem correctly in your social media, people may start using your information and sharing it with others. This is the new economy. That's why the information business is growing so rapidly. You probably doubt your experience is valuable to others. At your age, you have practical knowledge about many things. Yet you may be thinking that much of your knowledge is worthless because it's so obvious to you. That is what I thought, but it only is obvious to you because it's in your past. You've already overcome those problems, but others haven't. They need to solve it right now. It's not in their past. Billions of people type questions into Google every day. How do I install a garbage disposal? What are the best dividend stocks? How do I lose weight? How do I get rid of debt? Can I get fit in 30 minutes per day? How do I find love in my 60s? Cheap, healthy recipes. What are the best countries for single retirees? How much space do I need to grow my own food? How do I hang wallpaper? How to be a writer or an artist? How do I learn to be a stand-up comic? How to travel the world with almost no money? What wine goes with chicken? Best movies of all time? How do I protect my credit report from identity theft? How do I motivate kids to get good grades? What used cars need fewer repairs? What should I say when bill collect? My information business answers questions every day. I'll show you how I make money every single day answering questions, whether or not I'm working, whether I'm on the beach or out to dinner, whether I'm sleeping or jogging down the street. No matter where I am in the world, I make money answering questions every single day. You see, an information business is an automated business on the internet. You set it up and then you maintain it as it grows over time. The goal eventually is for you to spend less and less time as the income grows more and more. But that's not how it starts. The information business starts with you pushing a boulder up a mountain for a year or two. But if you are able to get the boulder to the top of the mountain, it just starts rolling down the other side. Once the boulder starts rolling down the other side, you just follow behind it, pushing the boulder to roll faster. So all 5 businesses I will share with you in this video are knowledge-based business. Okay, best 5 online businesses to retire early. I'll show you these 5s that you can use to make money online. After seeing all 5 examples, you may be able to see why your life experiences might be valuable to others. Okay, the first example. How to go from a starter home to a mansion without paying mansion mortgage payment. When I was a small boy, my mother bought a little starter home that was not in very good condition. She slowly went through the home and upgraded it while we lived there. She painted and wallpapered the house. She bought newer appliances. She changed the window coverings to let more light into the home. She cut back bushes and planted flowers. Overall, I would say she modernized the old house and increased the value substantially without any structural changes, and she did it all herself. The equity in the home grew substantially, and she was able to sell the home and move the equity into a larger home. Because my mother increased the equity substantially, she was able to move the equity into a larger home with very little increase in the monthly payments in the new house. With a little imagination, you could see how you could do this with a series of homes, each slightly bigger than the previous, without ever increasing your monthly payments. This could easily be made into an information business that teaches people how to do it. People could move up to the house of their dreams with pure sweat equity without increasing their monthly payments. Interestingly, this was also my mom's favorite hobby. She loved tinkering around the house, figuring out how to make it more valuable with very little money, make it more attractive and interesting. What lessons have you learned in life that would help people get to where they want to be, walking on an easier path? Think of yourself like a wise old friend that's already walked some paths. You have walked the path and now you will teach others. You could literally make hundreds of videos about all the best cheap ways to increase the value of homes with as little money as possible. This could form the basis for a body of work that would pull in new visitors and subscribers for decades. You wouldn't even have to do the work over again. You could just find online ideas and share links to your research and explain how each of the best ideas increase the equity of the home and the best ways to do them. You don't have to walk the path again and show people what you already know. You just teach your life experience now. In the final business example, I'll show you how to structure the business online so you can make money with your knowledge, experience, and even your research. Right now, I'm just discussing examples of that people might be able to use. I'm trying to get you to think about what you have learned and can share with others from your daily life. Example number 2, how to retire early, investing in dividend-paying equities. Many people love the idea of dividend-paying shares in large, stable companies. Unlike more typical shares in companies, dividend stocks issue dividends which create a monthly cash flow or an annual cash flow that you can live on in retirement. Stocks and bonds are 2 of the most popular ways people invest in companies listed on the major stock exchange. Bonds pay interest payments periodically and then pay off the principal later if the company remains solvent. Stocks typically often increase in value but do not generally pay any dividends. A dividend-paying stock is different because it throws cash flow at you periodically like a bond, but the share price may also increase in value, unlike a bond. That's why dividend-paying stocks are popular among retirees. They can get a little cash flow and dividends, yet the stock may also go up in value to offset any inflation. So retirees potentially get income and inflation protection in the same investment vehicle. If you built your retirement investments on dividend-paying shares, then you could help people understand what you did and how you picked new dividend-paying stock. You can't be an investment advisor unless you're licensed, but you can talk about how you make your own decisions and how you identify which dividend-paying stocks you have decided to buy and put into your portfolio. You can even offer courses or membership that people join to know when or how you buy or sell. Later, I'll let you take a look behind the scenes and show you a membership course that I set up. Okay, example 3, recipes and cooking courses. Food is one of the most important cultural experiences in the world. If you can delight people's taste buds, you'll make a friend for life. So offering specialty recipe ebooks and classes online is one of the best ways to connect with people and to keep your audience. But the key to success with recipes and teaching cooking online is finding a nice category of recipes that you love most, that is fun and interesting for you and connects with a very small segment of the population. You see, the world is so big, you only need a sliver of the world population to make money. So what are examples of very limited niche recipes you could put in your cookbooks? Here are a few examples, but don't limit yourself. On the table in 20 minutes. For people that work but like to cook at home, these would be recipes they could use to cook for themselves and their family. How about this? 5 ingredients and on the table in 20 minutes. You just make recipes that people can get on the table in 5 minutes with no more than 5 ingredients. What about this? Vegetarian recipes from around the world, where you teach how to make vegetarian versions of each country's most famous recipes. Think again, you could do this with vegan. What about grilling for life, where you talk about grilled only meals? Even vegetables and some desserts can be grilled. Number 6, microwave only, where you talk about grilled only meals for even vegetables and desserts that you can do in a microwave. How to start an online cookies and cakes baking and delivery business. How to start an online vegan meals cooking and delivery business. Those are a little harder because you have to be around the people. They're not mobile, but they're other ideas. But before I share my next 2 examples, I'm just going to rattle off a bunch of other ideas for online hobby income niches that you may want to consider. What about fly fish tying courses? Grow your own fruits and vegetables in your backyard. Ways people buy real estate with no money down. How to buy at garage sales and sell on eBay. How to avoid scams that teach people how to make money at home and find the good ones. Learn to be an artist. Learn to be an author. Learn to play an instrument. How to collect stamps for fun and profit. How to raise kids. How to find love. How to write a dating profile. How to make YouTube videos. How to make money traveling the world. How to grow roses. How to write your autobiography. Muscle car. How to grow and can your own foods. How to do anything where that anything is something you love to do and never seem to get bored learning more about and talking about. Those are all great examples. Some of these are better than others, and I talk more about that later. Example 4, a wine pairing business. In the below video, starting at 5 minutes and 51 seconds into the video, all the way through 15 minutes, I share another great hobby income model that someone might be able to use to be successful. After watching the video about a wine information business, come back here and learn about our 5th example. Okay, welcome back. Now it's time for our 5th example, the travel hobby business. The reason I picked the travel hobby business for myself was because travel is my favorite hobby ever. I also had the unusual motivation of trying to live on a fixed, low budget while I started my hobby business. Because I had lost my online job and was living on savings. My goal when I lost my online job was to live on less than $2,000 per month. This would allow us to keep traveling while living on savings for 2 years. So I had to try to create an income with my hobby business within 2 years. If I was unable to meet our cost of living numbers during the 2 years with my hobby business, I intended to get another job. Luckily, my hobby business started making money before I had to look for a job. But I do not recommend this sort of risk for others. If the hobby business was unsuccessful or slower growing, there's no guarantee I could have gotten another job at age 60. In the next video, link provided, I show you under the hood of my hobby business from about a year ago in 2020. That video shows you how it works and where the money comes from. At the time of the video, I was making about $4,000 per month with my hobby online business. After watching that video, I recommend watching the video right under it, which shows how my income had grown to $6,500 per month a year later in 2021. The Hobby Income course is presently a bonus where I teach all this. It's free, it's gratis, no charge for any of my current paid members of vagabondbuddha.com. Paid Vagabond Buddha membership to my 80 retired cheap reports in paradise is $9 per month. And once you're a member of that, you can take the Hobby Income course. And that allows 8 downloads per month. Or for $99 one-time payment for life, which includes unlimited downloads per month, you can register for the Retired Cheap Reports at Vagabond Buddha, and it'll include the Hobby Income course as a bonus. Click the link in the notes below this YouTube video to see the other videos I'm talking about and the Hobby Income course information. This is Dan of Vagabond Awake, the YouTube channel for Vagabond Buddha. The world is your home. What time will you be home for dinner? Hey, if you liked our video, please like, comment, or subscribe. Any of that would help our business. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Click the link in the notes below this video to get a copy of this content. Plus, grab a free copy of my ebook, How I Fired My Boss and Traveled the World for 13 Years. While you're there, check out our catalog of retired cheap reports all over the world and our Hobby Income course that we just released. Thanks so much.